Jackboys by Jackboys and Travis Scott. Travis Scott is ready to put his new label on the map. With the help of his artists, Don Toliver and Sheck West, as well as features from Quavo, Offset, and Young Thug, is he off to a good start? How do we feel about it? Here's our honest review of Jackboys by Jackboys and Travis Scott.
Jackboys, featuring Travis Scott and Jackboys.
Straight up.
For the YouTube algorithm, this video needs to be about 7 minutes. If it was up to me, it'd be 2.
You going in.
I'm just not
Let's
feeling
get on
I'm
this
not-
album artwork,
Yeah,
man.
how you feel
Let's
about
go.
this album artwork, bro?
I don't like it. It's simple. Everybody in lime green, neon yellow, I don't know, ski mask. All right, cool.
Lime green used to be my color for a couple years, man. If you knew me back in the early thousands, late 90s, early thousands, where FUBU was still the shit. I had this Christmas FUBU jersey. It was like lime green and red. It was fire. I used to wear that shit. And I had like these, I had to knock off pair of Sucos because there wasn't no way I was paying for the real pair of Sucos. But they had like the lime green stripe going down to match it. And I had like some lime green. I had a lot of lime green, bro. I'm glad there's no pictures or nothing of any of this.
Lime green Diddy. Huh?
There's no proof of any of this that I'm speaking of. It's all in the memory bank. This is why I'm glad most of my pictures just don't make it. But yeah, the cover is cool. The flow of this project, man, is I don't know. It's there.
All right. Well, the flow of this project is, you get the signature, I want to say, Travis Scott sound, along with some featured guests.
That's how you gonna put it?
Yeah, most definitely.
Okay, highlights, man. Surprisingly, I actually do have something positive to say.
Okay.
What to Do, featuring Cheap Akon, because to me, Don Toliver sounds like Travis Scott mixed with like a cheap version of Akon. That song actually was really good.
Okay.
I actually liked it. The song, what's it called? Out West, featuring Young Thug. I thought Young Thug actually brought some cool things to this track and had enough featuring Offset and Quavo. I thought they were okay. That's the most positive I could say about this project. I mean, if you want, you could say Sheck West had a couple cool lines on Gang Gang. A couple, like minimal.
That's it?
That's it.
All right, well, my highlights is for, I guess the overall sound of the project, especially with the first 3 tracks. I thought it was dope how just the vibe of the album sounded. I didn't really care much for the lyrics on Highest in the Room, Jackboys, and Gang Gang, but I just like the vibe of them. So, because I can't lie, even though I wasn't caring about the lyrics, I was bopping my head oh, this is a cool beat and everything like that. One song that really was a highlight to me was Had Enough with Offset and Quavo. I really liked the dynamic they brought on that. It was pretty dope. And that's about it.
Lowlights. The fact that this project even exists.
Damn.
Highest in the Room. I want to point out that Lil Baby was cool. I like what Rosalia did as well.
Brought the vibe on
like the way she harmonized with
Yeah.
Travis. Aside from that, though, seriously speaking, though, first of all, that dude Pop Smoke on Gotti, or Gata, whatever you want to call it. That verse was one of the most ass verses I've heard in 2019, and you went up against Kanye West, bro. That was horrible. Did you hear that BS that he was doing? What was he doing?
Yeah.
It was horrible. On top of that, what am I supposed to do with this music? If I put it on while I'm in the car, or just wait for the drop so I could, is that the whole point of the music? Because they talking about nothing. It's a whole bunch of talking about nothing. The only song
I'm gonna need to clip that.
The only song that it felt like it needed to talk about something was What to Do, where it seemed like they had cohesive and they wasn't just talking about smoking. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't feel like this project needed to exist. It's just a whole bunch of Travis Scott vibes. If you like that, then you'll like this. I guess I'm just getting too old for this shit. I just don't want to hear it, to be perfectly honest.
Well, this is definitely for, the crowd that enjoys, I guess, the vibe that Travis Scott presents. But other than that, I'm with you. It's just there really isn't any, I guess, goal on this project. I get it. It's what is this label? It's the sound and everything like that. So I guess this is what we're gonna get from that label. And I hope this isn't it, because there's not really much to come back to. I was not feeling Out West with Young Thug. The lyrics on there, come on, bruh. I'm going to come into her pussy was wet, and he repeated that over and over, and I'm just
there was a lot of like really bad
and
rhymes.
I'm just
I thought a T was Rex or something like that. I was just like
okay. And then with Gang Gang, I wanted to like it. I just liked it musically, but even on there, it was just kind of really weak. What to Do was really weak, and Gotti, I just don't know where to start with. So I get it, it's the vibe and everything like that. But when it comes to just how, I know these guys aren't probably super lyrical, but even when you make something catchy, this just sounds really ridiculous when you're reading the lyrics. It's just like, oh, what are y'all talking about?
And I actually geniused the lyrics for this album.
So when you think about it in that perspective, musically, you might be bopping to it and everything, but once you like really sit down and listen and read what the lyrics are saying, you're like, yo, why am I singing along to this?
Final thoughts, man. First off, this pertains to this project, but it pertains to all hip hop, and I've been noticing that Royce kind of talked about it, but didn't talk down on him. Crooked's talked about it. Joe's talked about it. I've spoken to the young cats about it. They really don't care about bars anymore. Yeah. It is not about bars. The songs don't have to have a message, a topic. Like, hip-hop's always been to communicate messages across, to let other people in other regions know what they're talking about. The internet changed it. Now we got a whole bunch of young fucks that are not really talented. They just get on. They just say whatever they want to say. No punchlines, no bars, nothing clever being said. Just trying to find different ways to make the auto-tune sound cool, I guess. And it has no lasting value. None of these songs will be played ever again in my home, or else you're moving out. And then on top of that, it's just like it's no lasting value here. Like, you gotta admit, after you listen to this, are you gonna ride home off to the wind and listen to this?
Oh no, not at all.
Like, even if you're drinking, you're at a party, and
if I'm drunk, I'm still asking y'all to change the song.
Exactly. Like, that's just how I felt listening to the whole project. Like, it was on. Yeah. But look, man, does Travis Scott have some talent? Yes, I like a lot of the songs he's produced. He's wrote some cool stuff. Bitch Better Have My Money for Rihanna is like one of the joints. A Crown that he did for Jay-Z. He helped Kanye with the whole Yeezus album. I don't love the album, but there's some cool points in there. Travis Scott has some joints, Goosebumps. He has some cool songs, some cool ideas. Mama, Maria, I'm Drunk. This ain't it. Like, go back to the drawing board, the Cactus Jack Boys, where y'all smoking on that sativa, drinking lint, whatever y'all doing it wrong, because this ain't quality music right here. I'm just saying, we listen to Lil Wayne, fucking leaned out, smoked out of his mind, murdering it. Seriously,
now when
speaking,
you put that in perspective, that is wild.
Yeah, like he was literally out of his mind.
Yeah.
But he was he was so out of his mind, he thought he was a Martian, and he was lyrically still killing it.
Yeah.
We watched DMX coked out made some of the most incredible albums ever. And y'all dudes
I never looked at it like that.
And y'all dudes are trying to do the same thing, but this stuff is horrible. There's nothing here. Man. Waste my time. Like, this is a whole waste of even setting up and recording an episode, like reviewing this project, man.
I want to piggyback on what you said, because that I didn't even realize that. You know, we're living in a generation where they're doing the same things as the artists came up, and it's just like
the results are horrible.
The results are really bad.
Look at Royce. Royce used to be like Royce and Joe and like Slaughterhouse. Like, they were like straight alcoholic style making these albums, still making some of the most incredible bars. Eminem was pilled out.
I think that needs to be brought up into like a conversation for real, because when you really look at it like that, they're doing the same things the old rappers and everything were doing, but it's just not making nothing that's impactful.
And on top of that, they're suicidal.
Yeah.
They're super emotional in their feelings, on the edge, needing help, needing somebody to give them a damn hug.
Man. That's deep. I don't even know what to say after that. I was just gonna say this album has no lasting value. But when you put it in perspective like that, that makes it a whole lot deeper, man. Basically all he said, man, is just y'all not y'all not producing no bangers. I guess long lasting bangers, I'll say that.
Final grade, man. First of all, I just want to point out Highest in the Room apparently went #1 on the Billboard 100. The regular version.
Oh, okay.
That's crazy to me that song went #1. But anyway, X, it's a waste of my time. I'm sorry I even had to talk about it. If you're mad, you don't have to leave a comment. I mean, I'm not even gonna read it. I'm not gonna read the comments. I'm not even gonna read the comments on this. Like, this video was going up. It was a waste of time. I felt like I at least deserved the right to talk shit about the album if I listened to it and gave it like 4 plays. So
straight up.
There you go. Yeah, straight up.
X for me as well. Listen, just nothing here. I mean, like I said, I really love the vibe that the album presents. But me, I'm a lyrical guy. Even if the lyrics are simple, I still want some relevance to the lyrics.
The most lyrics you got on here was from
Offset and Quavo.
Yeah.
So, I mean, really, other than that, X for me, there's really nothing to come back to here. Like I said, y'all probably, get drunk in the club to this, and y'all won't remember it. So, yeah.
By the way, I just want to, I always got to point out, is Travis Scott trash? I didn't say that.
No, he's not at all.
But is Sheck West trash? No.
No.
Pop Smoke, based off of that, yeah. I ain't heard nothing else. But if I'm basing it off that verse, yeah, he's trash. Don, what's his name again?
Tolliver.
Don Tolliver. He's just cheap Akon, Travis Scott. But yeah, nothing to come back to here.
Yeah.